A very good afternoon to you all, and welcome from me, Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma, to your lunchtime news here on UBC TV. It is Monday, the 23rd day of January 2023, and we've been to Parliament, but they have gone for a short break and will be returning to Parliament when they return. But let's give you some updates in as far as news is concerned. Now, the Office of the Prime Minister a few years ago contracted different technical institutions to train youths in agriculture and agribusiness-related areas to promote employability and income-generating opportunities for the youth in northern Uganda. Now, this has yielded high numbers of technicians among the youths in West Nile and Acholi regions who embraced technical vocational education training. We have more in this story.
Number of youth in Uganda did not appreciate in skilling programs. This mindset belief was largely prioritization of white-collar to blue-collar jobs in the nation of over 44 million people. But quality vocational and technical skills are vital for the increased productivity.
But when it comes to practical, that startup
critical in enhancing the use of technical vocation training institute that the Office of the Prime Minister contracted to train the youth in agriculture and agribusiness related areas.
Yeah, I'm really glad to be one of by Dino. It is really my first time to be examining in this kind of program.
This is my first time, and I have really achieved what I really want to achieve. So here we have learned a lot. Apart from garden work, we have learned entrepreneurship. We had the knowledge of how to set business and manage very well.
So this skilling in agriculture and agribusiness is more appropriate for this sub-region. And the youth who were selected to do this skilling program, they did the right choice.
Through the Development Initiative for Northern Uganda program, the training is aimed at agribusinesses, life skills for those youth who missed formal education.
youth soon will have families and soon will enter the household economy. We need to prepare them so that they do not come in with households that are poor.
The plan actualizes the objectives emphasized in the National Development Plan, promoting employability and income-generating opportunities for the youth in northern Uganda.
They will be in position to produce, market, get income, invest, and develop themselves, develop the community.
39% poor households in Uganda and 52% poor households in northern Uganda ultimately really support the government strategy of poverty elevation. I want to thank the President always, the government, for supporting this program, and it has brought us this far.
Each institution was granted a contract of 220 million shillings to conduct the skills development in key areas such as horticulture, beekeeping, tree nursery operation, and carpentry. The other technical institutions include Lokopio Hills, Adra Agriculture College, Amogo Agro, Ave Maria Vocation Training and Youth Development Center, Northern Uganda Youth Development Center, Kotido Technical Institute, and Nakapiripirit Technical Institute. Overall objective of the Dino OPM Youth Skilling Program is to consolidate stability in northern Uganda, nutrition, and eradicate poverty. Haruna Mutesasira, reporting for UBC News in Ajuman District.
Thanks, Haruna, for that story there. Now, the Ministry of Local Government, with support from KFW, is set to rehabilitate 607 kilometers of rural roads in northern Uganda. Now, the Rural Development and Food Security in Northern Uganda RoadSec project will be implemented in 9 districts spread in Lango, Acholi and Teso regions. The 100 billion shillings project is to enhance accessibility and reduce transportation costs of agricultural products through the rehabilitation of transport and market infrastructure, as we hear in this story.
Northern Uganda is agricultural based, and the region is home to 21% of the national population, with the majority still trapped in poverty. Many interventions to raise the household income of the war-affected families have been undertaken, although a lot still remain undone.
Our roads in the district are in a terrible state, almost all of them, arising from the fact that we are underfunded. For example, Parliamentary, we have over 310 kilometers in road network, but we receive a meager allocation of 164 million per year.
Last quarter we were given 35 million, and here this week has got 552 kilometers. Tell me how miracle you can perform to work on the road with 35 million, of which 15% is for maintenance of those equipment.
To complement other government efforts in reconstructing the region, at least 100 billion shillings has been secured by the Ministry of Local Government from KFW to rehabilitate transport and market infrastructures in Langwa, Acholi and Teso sub-regions.
It is going to be implemented, and it is in line with the PDM as a social intervention of government. Particularly, it is in line with pillar number 1 and pillar number 2.
The story here has changed.
Under Rural Development and Food Security in Northern Uganda RoadSec project, at least 607 kilometers of district and community access roads shall be rehabilitated, 30 market facilities and 30 food and grain storage facilities will be established.
We have decided to make a partnership with Ministry of Works for quality assurance. This issue of saying let's recruit maybe external people to come and do maybe feasibility studies, what consultants, we are saying no. With this project, RoadSec, the designs will be done in-house.
You have to take interest.
The Chief Administrative Officer, Kaveramaido District, John Stephen Kasanda, explains that if well implemented, the intervention will stimulate production and enhance the district's revenue, especially in fishing sector.
And it is really good fish, whereby we have people coming all the way from Kenya looking for it. But we have been having issues of roads accessing these landing sites. So we expect when these roads have been worked upon, they will really help to increase the trade flow and the volume of trade in terms of fish, which will be got from the lake. And definitely will increase our revenue.
But this time we said, let us put emphasis on the 9 districts, and then we see how we can make a difference.
Eddie Oloa, UBC
as a measure,
News.
we have decided to make
some of the updates we could manage to get for you at this hour, but let's now go back to Parliament, where a special sitting is being held right now to look into a matter concerning censure motion against State Minister for Housing, Honorable Persis Namuganza. And of course, Ms. Namuganza is being accused of unparliamentary conduct for which she refused to apologize. Let's go back to Parliament. We'll be back with you later.
I vote yes.
Achiro Pascal Menya. Achom Joan Alobo.
I vote yes.
Achon Julius Bua.
I vote yes.
Achora Nancy.
I vote